Hello friends, again we are back with another problem. Here we need to find out the derivative of this question using the power rule. Alright, and since few videos we are learning power rule, I hope you have now good concept of power rule. So let me first write my function here. My function is y equals 1 over under the root in the bracket ax square plus bx plus c. Alright, and my bracket is closed. Now which I can write something like this also: 1 over ax square plus bx plus c whole to the power half, because something like if you have root x, that means actually x to the power 1 by 2, right? And in next step what I can write, even ax square plus bx plus c and then whole to the power minus half. Whatever you have, when it will go upstairs it will be minus half. So now I need to differentiate this function. This function y, let me write properly, is actually ax square plus bx plus c to the power. As I told you in previous videos, whenever you are going to use the power rule, then first you should know in your function what is your main core variable, what is your main core base, that gonna, if the small change in that can change the whole function's value. So here a, b and c are the constant quantities. So here a little change in x can change the value of y easily. So that is why my core variable or my core base is x. So now I have to differentiate this my function with respect to x. So differentiating both sides with respect to x, I will get now dy over dx, that is derivative of y with respect to x, that is d over actually derivative of ax square plus bx plus c, that is my functions whose power is 1 by 2 over the dx, is actually equal with, I told you, whenever you're going to find out the derivative, then the derivative of any function like ax square plus bx plus c to the power 1 by 2, we have to first differentiate it with respect to the base of this function, and the base of this function is this whole quantity, right, in which power is 1 by 2. So first we have to differentiate with respect to the base, that is ax square plus bx plus c. And now after that, look if the base itself is a function. Yes, here is, here ax square plus bx plus c is itself a function. So let's differentiate again. We have to differentiate again, right? So ax square plus bx plus c, it's a quadratic equation. And now see, again we have to differentiate with the base of this function, and here the base of this function is actually x, right? So let's differentiate with respect to x, because a little change in x can change the whole value of this ax square plus bx plus c. Now in next step, what you can write, since it's a power and I have already told you the small power rule, that is when x to the power n it is with respect to x, when you're finding the derivative of this, then it is n times x to the power n minus 1. So the same thing I'm gonna use it here, and I will get, now see, this is whole my base whose power is half. So first I'm going to write this power, that is 1 by 2 times the base as it is here x, that is ax square plus bx plus c whole square 1 by 2, and power is actually reduced by 1, so minus 1, again times derivative of these things. Now see here, as I told you in previous time, this a is a constant quantity and which is a coefficient, so I need to write this differently, times, now derivative of this x square will be actually 2x, and then plus again derivative of these things. Here b is a constant quantity, so let's first write constant quantity, and then let's singly find the derivative of this x square. So derivative of this, derivative of this x, so derivative of this x with respect to x is equals to 1, and then plus derivative of this constant c with respect to s with x is actually 0, right? So finally what we get, 1 by 2, we get ax square plus bx plus c to the power minus half times, see, a times 2x, so I can say 2ax plus b. Alright, so now let me arrange it a little bit properly, and my derivative dy over dx is equal with now 1 by 2, or in the place of 1 by 2, let's write first all the numerator. Numerator is here now 2ax plus b, and then whole divided by 2, and this minus half is there, so it will go downstairs, it will be ax square plus bx plus c, in numerator it is power 1 by 2. So now even more better way we can arrange it, whole divided by 2 ax square plus bx plus c, right? And let me put it inside the root. So here we have finished. I mean I'm done, right? We have finished our problem. So like this we need to find out the derivative using the power rule, though it looks a little bit complex at initial time when you see the question, but it's not that much tricky once you use a little bit trick. Alright, so we'll be meeting in the next video with more problem, and that will give you more concept definitely. Alright, bye bye.